Eddie, we're home. Are you okay?
That's quite funny.
Good.
Yes. Oh.
So, this is our spectacular Force Awakens review.
Aren't you going to mention what channel we are?
Welcome to Movie Hosers, minus Chase, who can't be here today. So I had the pleasure of watching this movie with a very famous guy.
B-list at best.
Eddie Redmayne.
Yes. Also, you promised me candy, and there has been no candy so far.
Eddie is famous for such films as, I don't know, well, you were in Jupiter Ascending.
Yes, you could call them modern classics.
Maybe one day we will.
The Theory of Nothing. Yes. Quite good.
I can do that too. Beavis and Butthead.
Are you making fun of me?
Maybe.
Oh, I don't blame you.
I create life, and I destroy it.
Yes, that is a line I say.
Is this your... So, in Jupiter Ascending, I understand that you pretty much use just your regular talking voice. Is that correct? It's how you normally talk?
That would be a good assumption.
And you are the first actor in history that has actually had his Academy Award revoked because of Jupiter Ascending.
Unfortunately, yes.
So we got to see The Force Awakens. Woo!
Woo.
Woo! And I don't know if I can do this. And I was so kind of pumped to see it. I had no... Yes.
My slow heart was racing slightly faster.
And it was... We had no intention of seeing it because... No. Because I thought that... It's like... That was another preview. It was a movie with a sloth in it.
Yes.
Played by Eddie Redmayne.
Yes, kind of looked like me too.
And you're in a new movie too,
yes.
Right? What's it called?
The Theory of Everything 2. I regain the ability in my legs, and then I lose it again.
Don't you jettison across the Alkalite Flats in a jet-propelled wheelchair?
My mech suit, yes.
Mech suit. Yeah, so anyways, we were excited. Yes. Excited to watch this thing. And
very excited.
And we happened to be at the mall, and I happened to get us 3 seats, because it was you, me, and an infant.
Yes.
And just a random infant we picked up, and...
Of course. You promised us candy.
Yep. And we were like 2 feet away from the screen. So we were like right face...
It hurt my poor pencil neck.
And your lips were very, One thing I think that's interesting about Eddie Redmayne is the lips. Now, when you talk... Are your lips like that? Like the lip.
It's like my face is being held back by clamps.
Maybe you're traveling at faster than the speed of light. Yes. And it's stretching your face. Stephen Hawking joke there.
That's really funny.
We'll just let that go.
So can't move or anything. Just make fun of the guy who can't move very fast.
So since I don't have to edit this, we can just let this thing roll for hours, because Chase is going to be stuck editing it.
Oh yeah, what a douche.
Yeah, the haircut, eh?
Yeah.
So
dandy.
It's amazing that when I saw Star Wars for the first time, I saw it on DVD because I'm a child of the 90s. So, no, I'm just kidding. I think I lined up for either the original or The Empire Strikes Back. It was so long ago now, I can't remember. I was just a child.
Why would you see the second one before the first?
We didn't have VCRs back then. I mean, they were out, but only the rich kids could have VCRs. And there wasn't, like, movie rental places. So people had VCRs, but nothing to do with them. They invented the VCR before they invented the VHS tape.
You should have used your laser disc. I hear it's the invention of the future.
Laser discs.
That's what we use on Jupiter, at least.
So, George Lucas did the original Star Wars, which I think it came out to mixed reviews originally. I think some people loved it. It was polarizing. Some people loved it, some people didn't. It was really cool in that it was a Western in space, and up until that point, it was just really Westerns. And anything that was space related was not like Jupiter Ascending. It wasn't like awesome like Jupiter Ascending.
Yes, quite good. Please see my film. I need money.
They really should make more of those,
Yes.
just so we can contrast it to really good films.
4 more.
4 more. And George Lucas originally, it's weird because he did like a movie called THX 11 something, 78 or something, or 58 or 57.
Short film.
Yeah, which was fairly well received. Then he did American Graffiti, right?
Yes, that hunk of garbage.
Why? Why was it garbage? American
Because
Graffiti?
I wasn't in it.
You probably weren't even born.
Shut up. I was in it. I am royalty.
Read your lines.
I refuse.
And so Star Wars comes out, and it cost him $11 million to make it, and I think it brought in like $700 million, like eventually, like worldwide or something.
Yes.
Which is about $700 million more than Jupiter Ascending brought in.
He didn't get paid to direct it. He got paid portions of the toy marketing.
Really?
Yes, that was the deal he made.
And apparently, it was full of nobodies. The guy that plays Luke Skywalker basically got paid food.
Mark.
It basically they stay in character, Eddie. They fed him. Seriously. George Lucas tripped over him in a pile of garbage, and he says, "Do you want to be Luke Skywalker?" He's like, "Feed me."
His nickname on set was Mark Hamhock.
That's funny. And there was him.
I'm a comedian now.
Really?
Yes, Jupiter Ascending 2 is now a comedy movie.
There's Han Solo, played by Harrison Ford, who went on to really not do much with his career.
Except all modern classics.
And then Carrie Fisher, who used to be just smoking hot.
And is now really old.
It was really hard to maintain
your erection.
Watching Carrie Fisher. I was like, and you know what was interesting?
She sounds really old too.
Yeah, her dentures are falling out. She's like old Spock in the new Star Trek. Well, he's gone now.
Except he's really dead right now.
Really dead right now.
Super dead. You think he's gonna be in the new Star Trek?
Probably, yeah. They'll probably shoot him out of
his dead body.
They'll jettison him out onto a planet, and maybe
it's like
they'll
a puppet.
They should have.
Dancing for my amusement.
You know what? Did you find in The Force Awakens that having Carrie Fisher put on that metal bikini was a little kind of not necessary?
That really didn't happen.
And
I guess we should say spoiler-free review.
Mostly spoiler-free.
I get.
If we're not going to give away anything, like we're not gonna tell you that, Kylo Ren is really like a clone of Luke Skywalker. We're not going to tell you that because it's not good to know that.
That would be quite unfortunate if someone said that out loud.
We're not going to tell you that the Wookiee dies because you're going to get pissed off. So we're not going to tell you that stuff.
Ewoks.
That was really sad.
The greatest invention since Jar Jar Binks.
Like seriously, there's a scene where the Wookiee gets shot and they have to put like one of those cones around its head and they shave its body. It looks like Dr. Evil's
Monsters,
cat.
Inc.
Yeah. Is that where I got that from?
I guess. I don't really know.
How's that?
You just sound like a really fat cat.
So George Lucas makes the original.
Huh?
The guy's a genius, right?
Yes.
Then, number 2 and 3, Empire Strikes Back.
No, my mother never cleaned a toilet in her life.
cleans lots of toilets.
That's apparently a line in Jupiter Ascending.
I'm having a plunger permanently sewed onto your mom's arm.
I was in the movie, and I don't really remember Jupiter Ascending very well.
You didn't even watch it.
I did. I watched bits and parts of it.
Bits and parts.
Yes.
Bits and parts. So
It was truly awful.
So you watched the originals.
Yes.
George Lucas directed the original.
We have the originals on VHS, I think.
Really awesome.
What DVD? I can't remember.
And what are your thoughts of the newer ones? Phantom Menace, the whatever the second one is called.
Two dog feces is what I would call them.
If you were forced to watch your movie Jupiter Ascending or Phantom Menace again, would you? What would you do?
Probably Phantom Menace. Honestly.
Yeah, Jupiter Ascending.
However, due
stink.
to my contract, I must say Jupiter Ascending 2.
Two Tukes. So
The Kickstarter right now, you can donate to make that happen. Jupiter Ascending 2.
So I don't really remember
Wachowskis.
much about Phantom Menace or any of that stuff. Like, I really don't remember. I remember some of the scenes in it, but I don't remember too well. I do always remember the originals. One thing that was cool about Force Awakens is they got a black guy in it that I can't remember his name right now. Do you remember it?
John Boyega.
John Boyega.
Boyega!
And he was in, he's one of the actors in Attack the Block, which was a fun movie.
Yes. That was quite good.
This is the first Star Wars movie to ever feature a black person outside of the Wookiee, believe it or not.
What about Samuel L. Jackson?
He doesn't count.
Are we not counting the prequels?
Maybe Lando Calrissian. I think
Oh,
he was black.
yes!
Yeah.
He wasn't
Lando.
very important, though.
I think Lando was supposed
He
to
was
be
just
Han.
kind of there.
Han was supposed to be Christopher Walken.
Yes.
Yep. So they got a bunch of nobodies. And then what really ruined... You okay there, Eddie? You could throw it a little, getting a little sore there?
I'm like Christian Bale in The Dark Knight.
Except nothing like him. So,
I have akin to his talent.
one thing I was telling you that ruined Phantom Menace for me, besides the story and everything, was it came out, as I recall, either shortly after or soon after The Matrix.
Yes,
Matrix.
The movie that Jupiter Ascending's directors did.
Yeah, that's true. So everything is coming full circle here.
Yes.
The Matrix was a complete work of art, and it was amazing. It was
Thought compared to Jupiter Ascending.
Jupiter Ascending was something.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
gonna say that it was something. Came out
I
and
believe I'm promoting a movie that was made in 2014.
yeah, go see it. Rush to your theaters and go see it. You're. How come you didn't promote it when it came out?
I was shamed.
I would be too.
The Wachowskis told me to do this voice, and I haven't been able to stop. Please, send help.
So, The Matrix comes out, and it was amazing. And then George Lucas, everybody gets hyped up for his new Star Wars movies. And I watch them, and I go, meh. I was just like, meh. You know, like, I was like, had this come out prior to The Matrix or 5-10 years earlier, it would have been amazing. But it was not great for the time. It just wasn't.
It probably would have still been boring as dirt.
Probably.
Yes.
And then as I'm watching it, all I could think was, oh, there's Liam Neeson. Oh, there's Samuel Jackson. Oh, there's
Natalie
that hot...
Portman.
Yeah. Oh, my God, Natalie Portman. You got to put a whole bunch of pictures of Natalie Portman in this.
Okay.
She's so amazing.
But why would I am but Eddie Redmayne.
Well, you're replacing my partner now. You're going to have to do this voice forever.
Oh.
Oh. Let's get that traffic cone off your seat. Get it?
I don't dislike it.
Don't. So
I say leave it in.
it ruined everything, because the original Star Wars, you weren't looking for like certain cameos. You weren't like, oh, there's this guy. Oh, there's this guy. There's just a couple that, but it wasn't. So it was amazing. It was amazing, and not The Phantom Menace wasn't amazing. Those movies weren't that great.
Quite boring.
Yeah, and this movie, it turns out, There was a scene in this movie. This is probably going to be the biggest spoiler.
Yes.
Is where everybody knows that.
Be very vague about it.
Yeah, everyone knows that there's this guy back
Yes.
and his furry sidekick.
I mean,
Very
it's
famous
in
guy.
the trailers, so I don't know why you're trying to prevent
You
it.
told me to be vague.
I didn't mean that vague.
And there is, can I say creatures?
Yes.
Or is that too much info?
No, creatures is fine.
They're big.
A ball-like.
They're like balls. They're like
It's
two big
like-
balls.
If anyone's ever seen
Big balls.
Ben 10, there's one alien that he can turn into, and it's like an armadillo thing.
Does it
and
roll?
it rolls. It's like an armadillo.
That rolls.
There you go.
And so
A very rich and
there's a
pompous
rolling
armadillo.
armadillo
Yes.
chasing this guy and his hairy friend.
Yes, Han Solo. Oh no, I spoiled it.
And I said to you later on, I said that was taken from Raiders of the Lost Ark. And you go, wait a minute. And then I go, who wrote this thing? The guy that wrote Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi also wrote Raiders of the Lost Ark. Also wrote Force Awakens.
Yes.
Lawrence Kasdan. That guy is one of the greatest writers and filmmakers ever, and he's very underrated. And
Yes.
he stuck in a Raiders of the Lost Ark scene into Star Wars.
Well, maybe it was Abrams. I'm not
The
sure.
giant balls.
Yes.
The balls.
The big balls.
So, The Force Awakens,
Big balls.
when you watch the originals,
I have big balls.
A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi,
Yes.
and then you watch Phantom Menace and all that, they don't fit in the series.
The prequels are a very poor setup to the originals.
Yes, but this felt like a very natural progression from number
Yes.
6, right? Number 7.
Absolutely.
Number 7 comes after number 6. It just feels good.
That is how numbers work.
And so it opens up with the da-na-na-na-na, the music and everything. And I look across and all I see... Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, Batman. And then I look
I was doing
across...
the James Bond theme song. Orse.
Yeah, I look across and all I see is a bunch of man boys
Yes. Very
all wetting themselves.
overweight man children
Man boob.
and a surprising amount of babies in the audience.
There were babies in the audience.
People were bringing in strollers and little infants
Yes.
into the theater, being very, very annoying.
The guy kept hitting my chair with his stupid baby.
Yes.
I turned around and
It's like a battering ram.
this guy had, I swear to God, it was a 2-week-year-old baby.
Yes.
2-week-year-old. Yeah.
2 week year.
And I turned.
It's a very poor name for a child.
The dad kicks my chair, and I turned at the baby, and I said, if you don't fucking stop kicking my chair, you little bastard, I will choke you out, I said to the baby.
A most appropriate response.
And the dad gets all offended. And he's annoyed
Yes.
that I cursed out a baby.
Yeah, well,
I mean, come on.
don't use your child as a battering ram, moron.
Oops. So we're leaving the theater, and every man, there's not a dry pair of pants in there. Every man has basically pissed themselves. They're so excited.
Yes.
And I went to the bathroom like a dozen times. I would come back to my chair and go back to the bathroom. That is, see, there's two things I either do. I either sit through a movie and not pee, or I pee constantly through the whole movie. This one I peed constantly because I was so excited.
Your chair is very squeaky.
I know. I was so excited every time a lightsaber would fire up. Or remember, there's a scene where the TIE fighters are fighting the X-wings, or the X-wings are attacking the TIE fighters, and everybody's like hee 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 hee. Everybody's like giggly. And
Yes.
then
It was
Han Solo
quite-
showing up.
Quite a spectacle of CGI.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
This movie was most vibrant and lively, and it felt almost as if it were part of the universe.
The
More
only
so than the prequels ever could be.
Do you feel that it? Okay, let's talk. I guess let's talk about the actors. Han
Yes.
Solo. is now 300 years old.
He's like 74, I believe.
So he's old, but he doesn't sound as old as you do, and you're only in your 20s. No.
I was Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, but luckily you didn't have to talk, and so
that was uncalled for.
And Carrie Fisher's in it, in her bikini.
Yes. No. Wait.
Which says stretch marks now. They actually crammed her into the bikini. They didn't change the bikini size. They just squeezed her into it.
I mean, she lost a good 30 pounds to get into the role.
It was exciting to see her. It was so exciting to see her. There is a female character, I can't remember her name. She goes by the name of Ray in the movie. Ray?
Daisy something.
Daisy Duke. She is amazing because she's very much like how Princess Leia used to be in the original. A very strong female. She is probably... There's two main centers, but I guess this whole thing is going to spin off.
Like a lollipop.
Yes, I'd like to lick her to her center. Yes. If you're listening, Daisy, call me. So, I was going to say there's two main centers to this.
You mean two main characters?
Sure, Rey and Kylo Ren.
Oh, okay.
But it seems that they're going to spin this off in multiple directions, right?
Two main centers.
Because Kylo Ren is a fascinating character. He's a good evil good. He's doing things for the right reasons, but he does them in the wrong way, right? You notice that?
No, not really.
No.
He's a very conflicted villain, unlike me.
Yeah.
Which is very one-sided and very pompous.
You give life and you take it away. I give you life.
I give life.
And
I take it away.
That's perfect. Kylo Ren is played by Adam Driver, who was Llewyn Davis in Inside Llewyn Davis.
I wonder what he drives.
No, I'm sorry. No. Poe. The guy that...
It's a kung fu fighting panda.
No. The guy that plays the awesome X-Wing fighter.
Yes.
He is Llewyn Davis.
Oscar
inside Llewyn
Wilde,
Davis.
I believe, or something stupid.
Oscar Wilde.
Oscar something.
Adam Driver
Oscar
is Kylo Ren, who was also
Crouch.
In Llewyn Davis. Inside. He was also inside.
He was inside Lewis?
He was in the porno version inside Llewyn Davis.
Inside Llewyn Davis.
Keep it together. And get it? And
keep it inside.
Keep it. And so Kylo Ren takes his mask off. And it's funny because they made his face look like scrambled eggs.
It was very humanizing to see.
Was it? Because he was deformed. He was a deformed, deranged lunatic. No, he takes the mask off and he goes, I'm like, wow, that took me out of the movie.
And he's all like, I am Kylo Ren. I do not scrub toilets.
His voice was good.
Yes.
His voice was very good.
It was quite reminiscent of mine.
So, the movie has...
Me.
Yes.
Whatever my name is. Balam.
Bazix. So, the movie continues from where...
you can see my new movie, Dutch Oven. 2016.
It continues from where Return of the Jedi leaves off, 30 years later.
Oh no, duh, it's called Episode 7.
Yeah.
Idiot.
The Empire's destroyed.
I don't need an army of gargoyles to tell me that.
Luke Skywalker has fled because I guess he tried to start up another...
Spoilers!
That's not really a spoiler.
That is a spoiler.
Is it really?
It's not even in the trailers.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, Luke Skywalker's dead. Sorry. Is that better?
Well, you ruined the spoiler-free review.
And... they have to find his corpse.
Yes.
Because apparently if they...
his fapping hand. The robot one.
Now, what did you think of the fight scene with Luke Skywalker? I mean, I think what they should have done... what's the guy that plays Luke Skywalker?
Mark Hamill.
I think they should have seriously asked him to lose some weight. Because, I mean, seriously, he is bigger than Jabba the Hutt. There's a point where he needs to turn to fight... and he's turning really slow, and he goes, if you cut me down, I will come back 100 times heavier. And there's a scene where Kylo Ren is trying to kill Luke Skywalker, and instead of cutting through him, he's sawing at him. Because he says, you're so fat, I can't get this stupid saw through you.
And at one point, Luke Skywalker falls on Kylo Ren and crushes his helmet.
That's right, yeah. Wasn't that funny when his helmet was crushed, but it was on his head? And he's like, I can't get this thing off my head now.
Yes, quite comically.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yes.
So...
we totally salvaged that.
See, we did. We fixed it. And there's a woman who's a scavenger, and then previews looks like a stormtrooper.
Eddie Redmayne likes this movie very much.
They get together. They have to fight what's called the New Order.
The First Order.
Which is a rock group. New Order.
First Order.
And it's okay. Here's the problem I have. First three, Death Star, Death Star, Death Star. This one, freaking Death Star.
No,
enough with the damn Death Star.
It is a super Death Star.
That you can't destroy, though.
The size of Jupiter.
It's pretty... Okay, why don't they just live on their planet? Why do they have to blow things up all the time?
I don't know who are
the
you
New
telling?
Order group.
They want to take over the universe, though. And the only way to do that is with a mega Death Star.
That's what they want to do?
Yes.
And then there's, I guess we shouldn't talk about that other bad guy. The big head. There's a giant head guy. Remember him?
I'm drawing a blank.
He's got a really big head.
Jabba the Hutt.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Is it weird, like, why was Jabba the Hutt's son in it? And why is he a bounty hunter?
What?
So...
Jabba the Hutt, the fat slug thing?
Yes. He was in it, I thought. I kept going to the bathroom, so I would go to the bathroom and come back, and it would be right at the end of a fight scene.
You missed the...
I missed most of the movie.
You missed the reveal of Harrison Ford.
I completely missed that.
You completely missed it.
And that was the only reason I went there.
Yes.
To watch stupid Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford is top billed. He's in it for 5 seconds. The scene you see in the preview where he goes, Chewie, we're home. He grabs the Millennium Falcon and takes off, and he goes, "Screw you guys!"
Don't turn the movie away from everybody.
It was awesome.
It was solid. I don't know how you rate movies here on the Movie Hosers.
We rate it in toques.
Eddie Redmayne. What is a toque?
It's the thing you wear in your head in the winter. So
you mean my hairpiece?
Yes. So we have to. So
how you would call a toque? A meter.
The original Star Wars got like 94% on Rotten Tomatoes.
How about we rate this movie out of Jupiter Ascending?
Sure, why not?
Out of Jupiter's, I'd give this movie a solid 9.
Awesome.
9.5.
That's terrific. The problem with it, though, is that it is, if you watched the original Star Wars...
You practically know the plot.
This is the original Star Wars. Original Star Wars. New characters.
But it adds instead of detracts like Jurassic World did.
This is true. It's the original movie, but it's got better action in it. Because the original Star Wars had Darth Vader killing Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan's like... Remember the scene where Obi-Wan's like, I don't want to be in this effing movie anymore? He says that.
That's what the actor said, actually.
Yeah. And Darth Vader just cuts him down.
The fight scene where all they did was have an old man poke at a man in a suit... for a solid 5 minutes.
That was awful.
And then give up. Yeah, I know, that was a good scene. Truly revolutionary, guys. Yes, Eddie Redmayne agrees.
But they did the same thing here. But Luke Skywalker has now invented a lightsaber fork that he pokes at slices of ham and eat. Like, seriously, the guy just ate the whole time. He's sitting there eating. And she's like, Luke, I need your help. He's like, okay, after I'm done this ham. He's got a fork that's a lightsaber. It's like,
he's like Guy Fieri. He's
Gay Fieri.
Guy Fieri. He's traveling the universe, finding the best drive-ins.
He's Guy Fieri. So that's our review. I was gonna give it like a 7 toques because I'm just a miserable old jerk. But I can't give it less than the original. I have to give it like a 9.5 toques.
Yes. Don't forget.
Yes.
Dutch Oven coming out. 2017.
Yeah, and watch my Krampus review. Our Krampus review.
Ours.
You guys. It's actually good.
The one that I'm totally in.
Yes. All right. So, Tell them to subscribe and like
Subscribe
and comment.
and like Jupiter Ascending.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, that's all.
All right. Watch it, Star Wars. In theaters. Everywhere.
Oh,
Opens wide on Friday.